Sure enough, I lost 2 of my Yari Eshigari units, to be expected, and then actually lost one of my matchlock units too, which is unfortunate, but we will peacefully occupy. The defenders here, looks like they have some pretty stout troops. I have a number of troops left though, and quite a few of them are missile troops, which, you know, I could pick at the enemy there. I'm not quite within reinforcement range for the other troops, but I think we'll be okay on the end of the next turn. I'm going to go ahead and repair this castle so that my men can get underway. Let's go ahead and end a turn just to see what happens. And I'd also like to get these troops retrained just a little bit so we can go ahead and take the first Chosokabe city in this battle, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back with more soon. Been a little while in between the most recent episodes, but I won't keep you waiting too long. Definitely like this campaign, and I want to keep it rolling. Capturing Higo, though, has definitely improved my financial situation. Okay, that's my Nanban ships. I didn't know these guys were out here. There's a big old Chosokabe fleet here. This is going to be fun to fight. So I'll leave that for the next one. And then also, it looks like that army did not attack me in Higo. An interesting move indeed. I do not want them to make a march on my capital. So I probably will just attack them on this turn, but I am going to be finished for now. That's all I'm going to handle for the moment. HeirofCarthage, signing off for now. Good evening, YouTube. You might be wondering, why the heck is there an introduction halfway through this video? It's because, like the rest of you found out when you watched the last part, it's because I put you on a cliffhanger and didn't actually add that part, even though I had recorded it a couple of days ago. So yes, you're right, sometimes I do the whole cliffhanger thing, so what the crap's going on, other than you being frustrated with me now because I did the cliffhanger thing to you. Anyway, let's get back to it. Some of you had some points you were asking about. Some of you said, hey, Air, how come you don't just build more of those Nanban ships? Why are you researching the other ships? And it's because the Nanban ships have a huge recruitment cost. So that's one of the reasons, or not recruitment, upkeep cost. I mean, they are expensive to recruit. But you can see they cost 1440 koku to recruit, and then the upkeep cost is 238, as opposed to, say, a Bokabaya here, which only has 48 upkeep. So, yeah, kind of a large difference. 190 koku per turn. So that is why I'm not just building these things like mad, because they're crazy expensive. Some of the rest of you said, Air, how come you're not training those Portuguese? And it seems like there's an argument over how it's pronounced. I'm going to say terços. I'm not training them because I can't train them. You actually have to research some certain things. I have to build a powder maker in order to recruit these guys, which means that I need to build a siege workshop. And I can do that, so I'll start upgrading this castle so that I can build a powder maker, which is also the reason why I did the research of some of these things. I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, see, I can make a powder maker because I researched this earlier. So there was a method behind my madness. I know some of you don't like what I'm doing there, but that's why I was doing it. So I do intend to recruit some of them. Now, as far as the European cannons go, I can recruit some, and of course some of you obviously have mixed reviews on how good these things are. To be honest, they're awful. I mean, they're just awful, and they might kind of be good sometimes in certain situations, but they cost a ton. They're fixed, you can't move them. So I mean, I might recruit one just to show you, but again, high upkeep and not really bad. Well, I don't know, the upkeep's not that bad. It's just kind of worthless, to be honest. I mean, if you want a cannon that's going to be worthwhile, you can definitely try the like the Parrot guns and the Armstrong guns and the Fall of the Samurai. However, I might show it to you. I mean, I'm not trying to like tick you off or anything by not showing it. Just not sure that I wanted to. Don't know what I'm doing with my boats there. I'll just end this turn here and see what happens. The Chosokabe might come after me. Looks like they are. So they got a fleet coming after my little fleet there. I do have my Nanban ships that were somewhere out in the area. I've taken them elsewhere for now, but I don't know. Let's see if we can defeat this Chosokabe fleet. Alright, so for some reason the wonderful AI has decided to sail its trade ships towards me and sail its other ships on the other side of an island and sit there for no apparent reason. Which is an interesting strategy, to be sure. I might have to try that out on my own sometime. So I guess I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to try and kill their trade ships. And hopefully I don't take a whole bunch of losses. I guess I could have fire arrowed them, but now my own medium bunets are up here in the way. but I think we should be able to rout these guys relatively quickly. You can see from the mini-map up here that, I mean, the AI is inexplicably abandoning its ships to destruction. But, you know, that's okay. I'm happy to oblige their wish. I'm a big fan of being diplomatic and giving people what they seem to want, which in this case is swift destruction. So, yeah, it should work out good. Let's see if we can burn this trade ship, have a little fun with it. Here it goes. Awesome. Yeah, also you can see that the Chosokabe apparently didn't want me to film their destruction because they chose a foggy day for the battle, which I didn't really appreciate either. But that's okay. I'll make do. The flame in the fog, you know, it kind of makes for some cool effects. I do believe that the rest of the Chosokabe Navy might be slowly making their way in this direction, which ought to be good. We've already taken the opportunity to rout most of their trade ships. I'm going to start to sail my bokabayas in that direction. I'm not really concerned about these trade ships that have passed by. They're going to be of little or no consequence in the fight. I'm going to start pulling my bokabayas this way to see if we can fire. Well, now their navy is switching directions again. Yes, I have no idea what the AI is up to here. I'll just go ahead and follow and kill these trade ships real quick. Chumps. Yeah, you can see how merciful I am, huh? Naval battles are so weird. You know, sometimes the AI acts pretty normal, and your ships will just like all randomly rout, and then other times you play and they're just even more awful than usual. It's kind of hard to say. You never really know what you're going to get. So now their trade ships are running away from me, even though they're kind of bottled up. They really won't be going anywhere, so this ought to be a pretty easy opportunity for me to finalize the route. And once these guys are good and dead, I'll just take my ships and head on over, and we'll make short work of the rest of them. So I'll start filming once I get over to start killing the rest of their fleet. Okay, the AI finally decided to sail the rest of their navy over here, so I did hit them with some quick flaming arrows from my bokabayas. They're coming into a little bit of a gap here. It doesn't look like their ship actually caught fire, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to run my... I'm going to see if I can run my bokabayas away and pull up my medium bunets here. I don't want my bokabayas to get caught by that Sengoku Bune and sunk or boarded. So I'm going to try and pull them away. And I'm kind of hoping that the AI might have a hard time with boarding in this choke point. Looks like my ship's... Oh man, I'm getting hit with fire arrows now. That's no good. These ships are still on fire. Well, I'll take them off fire at will. I'm just going to order all my ships to fire on the Sengoku Bune and see if we can get rid of it quicker. Fortunately, it looks like my ship did not catch on fire. Looks like all my ships have fire arrows available. So I'll open fire with fire arrows again on the Sengoku Bune and hopefully burn it. My own ship is perilously close to a ship that's on fire. I probably want to remedy that situation. I don't know why they wish to be in that position. I was unfortunately not able to catch it on fire, but...
Fire! One of our ships has been set ablaze!
Where? Oh, this one. Yee! Repair. Hopefully I can set it unablaze. The Sengoku Bune is coming up on me, but I've managed to kill quite a few of their men. However, that other medium Bune I have is now...
Our general is under threat, my lord! He's too important to lose!
Oh yeah, that is my general. Oh yeah, he's being boarded now. I'm going to pull up and war cry on that enemy Sengoku Bune. I do have all my arrows trained on them. They've taken some pretty massive casualties, but to be honest, they still might have more men than my boat, and they won that immediately. My general ship was on fire, but I'm pretty sure that'll be the end of the enemy Sengoku Bune. And why am I... Oh, that's just brilliant. How about that for a pathfinding arrow? my guys' path found their way into a flaming ship and caught on fire, it looked like, but somehow I've managed to escape that. Wow, this is a mess. It's like I'm having more trouble with the choke point than the AI. I'll see if I can bring my ships to bear here. All the enemy ships are all lined up here now. They've got quite a few Bokabayas. Oh,
One
crap.
of our ships has been set ablaze.
Repair it. Darn it. I'm in no position to light their ships on fire just because of where I'm at. So I was making fun of the AI tactics, and here I am getting swatted by them. That's pretty bad, huh? I've got those guys under repairs. Hopefully they can put out the fire. Looks like they may almost have it under control. I'm going to pull my ships through this. Gosh darn it. What is up with the pathfinding on here? My boats keep like trying to jam their way up against, and then look at the enemy navy like all jammed up against there too. Now my ship is just stuck in there. Golly. Talk about some glitchy pathfinding here. I don't usually fight battles on these maps that have little islands. And some of my Bokabayas are taking kind of a hammering here. I'm going to war cry their boats and see if I can get a lucky route going. Yeah, sweet. My boat's not on fire anymore. Some of my Bokabayas are wavering, though. I'm going to take my two medium ships and start attacking the Bokabayas, see if I can whittle them down. And then I'll try and use my Bokabayas to burn the enemy medium Bune.
One of our ships is withdrawing.
Darn it. I think one of my Bokabayas just... Come on, what is up with the pathfinding on here? It's starting to get frustrating. It's kind of turning into a debacle here. There we go. Unless they get burned, I'm pretty sure that my medium Bunets can handle their Bokabayas relatively easily. So I just want to get them up here and...
Fire!
Oh my gosh.
One of our ships has been set ablaze.
Well, there's that fire thing that I was hoping to avoid. Let's see if I can get any of their ships on... Well, this one's still on fire and it still hasn't routed. It's pretty incredible. Maybe I can get lucky and put some even more fire down on it. Like I said, I'll try and burn their medium ship, and then I'll use my medium ships to try and take down their Bokabayas here. If this thing can hopefully get the fires out before they bring more. I'm hoping that medium Bune is going to rout. They've still got quite a few men on board. Wow, this is just a dang mess. Now their ships are loose and maneuvering. Here comes some more fire arrows, so that is not looking good for my medium Bune. Their Bokabayas still have a lot of men left on them, and I need to get rid of them. So I'm going to try and take down their Bokabayas here. It looks like they tried to catch one of mine on fire and failed to do so, fortunately. And then I think... wait, that's the ship that's under... repair. I think theirs routed finally. Good. Alright, well I have some chance of winning this, but I'm not going to lie, these little Bokabayas are quick and squirrely, and it's going to be pretty darn hard for me to chase them down. So I'll go for these ones over here that are closer to me. And if I could get the fire out on that one boat, that would be very helpful. Just did a fire arrow attack on that Bokabaya, which looks good, but I don't think I actually caught it on fire, unfortunately. Still got fire going on the deck of my my medium Bunei, but I am running repairs, so hopefully we'll get it back around. I do think we're going to be able to win. Ugh.
One of our ships has been
Now
set
my other one's on
ablaze.
fire. But fortunately, this one's not on fire anymore. Just can't seem to keep my ships from being on fire. It seems like they're having some pretty good success lighting me up. Now, of course, I've lit a couple of their boats on fire too, so it hasn't been, like unfair or anything in that department. But I think that they have more archers left on their bokabayas than I do, so they've probably had more success in setting me alight. It looks like we got the fire out here. Let's try and burn one of their bokabayas. So this is why the bokabayas can be so useful, obviously, is because they can help you get rid of enemy navies relatively quick. Those fire arrows are pretty damaging, and, rightfully so. We've killed quite a few of the men on that bokabaya. I think that'll probably be the end of it. The remaining bokabaya is still running away from me, so I'll bring my own over and try and set it ablaze. It looks like it's the only one remaining, so I do believe we've got this this battle handled. Albeit it was a pretty close one, and an odd one, what with all the pathfinding and weirdness and whatnot, but I think that we finally going to be able to put an end to it. I'm guessing the morale of this bokabai has got to start to waver here in a moment. But they really are keeping that thing moving, which is pretty smart. So, let's see, it's got 33. Oh, they're doing a boarding action on me. And they're still launching fire arrows.
Here they come! Prepare to repel orders!
Their boat just caught on fire for some reason. What the heck? I have no idea what's happening over here. Let's come over here and drop a war cry down. And see if we can get these guys under the influence of war cry. Otherwise, they might win the boarding action. I don't know, though. It looks like both of us are losing, basically. So this will be... them having boarded that ship will kind of just help finish things off anyway. There we go. I routed them. Alright, so that's the end of the naval battle. That was kind of long, odd, and strange, which is probably why a lot of people don't enjoy the naval battles. Anyway, I'll catch you back on the campaign map.